Are you a photographer? Even though, have you ever taken a photo for obvious reasons didn't like? Well, you can solve that easily with Photoshop. Yes, easy done. You can do anything with Photoshop. But some of these photos I'm about to show you don't need any Photoshop because they were taken at the right time, the right place, and by the right people. There is no denying that Photoshop can help create some pretty spectacular imagery. However, it can be overused for image manipulation, sometimes spoiling the natural beauty of a photo and masking a photographer's talent. The world is full of wonderful sights that can be breathtaking even without the use of editing software. I've searched the web for the most amazing photos ever taken, and none of them have been manipulated to add or remove elements through software. Contrast and brightness might have been tweaked, but everything in the shots was present at the time they were taken. The overflowing glory hole at Lake Berryessa. Lake Berryessa has a man-made drain 72 feet in diameter, which helps filter off excess water when the lake's water level gets too high. Known as the glory hole, this structure leads to a 200-foot drop down a straight pipe. It is rarely in operation but was captured recently by a drone flying overhead. This was the first time it had ever been seen in operation since 2006. Ash-covered temple in Japan. In 2014, Mount Ontake erupted, spewing ash and sulfur across the surrounding area. Rescue workers were captured on camera making their way through the ash-covered temple to rescue hikers and tourists trapped in the mountain. Although a sad scene because several people died, but it certainly made for an interesting photograph and gives the impression of a colorized black and white image. The image wasn't black and white, though. It was just, Devil's Bridge, Germany. Die Rakotsbrücke, better known as Devil's Bridge in Kromlau, Germany, is a 19th century stone bridge with a wonderful arc that forms a perfect circle in the reflection below when the waters are calm. There are many brilliant photos of the bridge, but none of them match the fantastic history that dates back to the 1860s when the bridge was commissioned by a local knight. Alas, crossing the bridge is now forbidden in order to preserve its structure, but at least we can still admire the beauty and marvel at its construction. Stuttgart Library. Almost a perfect testament to the quality of German engineering and workmanship, the Stuttgart Library, Stadtbibliothek Stuttgart, as it is known there in Germany, is a pleasure to behold. It's probably a nightmare to keep clean though. Haha. Oh, look at those walls. Lunar Earthrise. In 2015, NASA released this photo from its Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter showing the Earth rising over the horizon of the Moon. Though not photoshopped in the traditional sense, it was technically composed from a series of photos taken at 83 miles above the Moon's far side crater Compton, using the orbiter's high-resolution, narrow-angle camera. The Giant Dice. This giant dice washed up on the shore of Lake Coeur d'Alene in northern Idaho and had the locals baffled. It certainly did make for a good photographer. Laguna, Colorado from space. In 2015, NASA released a series of photographs taken by astronauts from the point of view of the International Space Station. One of these photos included one of Laguna, Colorado, part of the Bolivian Andes Mountains. At the time, the lake had a rich red-brown color caused by algae thriving in its salty waters, but it is said to have changed color depending on the salinity and temperature of the waters. A Cuban emerald hummingbird. Each year, the British Ecological Society runs a photography competition. As you can imagine, the quality of entries is very high and no doubt choosing a winner is tough. This photograph, by the ironically named David J. Bird, shows a hummingbird in motion, and it was chosen as the 2016 winner. Considering the hummingbird beats its wings somewhere between 10 and 15 times per second. It must have been some very impressive shutter work to get this shot. Milky Way above the clouds ocean. A short elite finalist in the International Images for Science Competition 2016. This photograph of the Milky Way above the Himalayan mountains in Nepal was submitted to the Royal Photographic Society by Yevhen Samichenko. A vast expanse of stars sits atop an ocean of cloud cover, apparently covering the earth below. A frozen bubble. Another entry into the International Images for Science competition was this frozen bubble. Spectacular. It was created by mixing soap and invisible ink, then casting an ultraviolet light upon it to create this magnificent, apparently glowing bubble encased in ice. We've seen images and videos of bubbles freezing in the past, and they are always impressive. The perfectly timed wave. This photo was clearly contrived. You can see the sandbank they built behind the woman to create the effect, but still, it's an impressive feat and a splendid snap. The universe in radio frequency. In October 2016, the high-resolution galactic and extragalactic all-sky Murchison wide-field array (GLEAM) project unveiled this image of the most accurate radio survey of the universe. Striking through the middle is the Milky Way, which includes over 300,000 galaxies alone. Sultan the Pit Pony. Sultan the Pit Pony is a 200-meter sculptural earthwork by Mick Petts in Caerphilly, South Wales. This aerial photograph of it was submitted to the Royal Geographical Society by Jonathan Webb for the Britain from the Air exhibition. The sculpture itself was created as an homepage to the beloved pit ponies who hold containers of coal from the mines over the years. Now it also acts as a windbreaker for events in the nearby arena. Hot water in Antarctica. Thanks to the laws of physics and the so-called Mpemba effect, warm water freezes faster than cold water. This effect can be seen in action in this photo taken in Antarctica of someone throwing hot water into the air and seeing it instantly freeze. You can also see various videos of this phenomenon occurring on YouTube. South Africa at night. Submitted to the Sony World Photography Awards in 2013, this photo by Florent Brouwer made it into the open shortlist and shows an impressive night sky over southern Africa. A reflection in London. Another entry into the Sony World Photography Awards, this photo by Fabrizio Preti shows a reflection of London on the waters of the River Thames. Intricate honeycomb. A delicious, delicate and intricately constructed honeycomb structure. Nature at its finest. Lavender and wheat side by side. Taken in the fields of Valençol, southern France. This photo shows fields of lavender and wheat side by side. The farmer responsible for this land might regret his mistake in missing out on the opportunity to sell his lavenders. It's gluten-free. The Magdeburg Water Bridge. Trust me, your eyes do not deceive you. This is not an optical illusion. It's the Magdeburg Bridge in Germany. Oh, Germany again. The largest canal underbridge in Europe. It spans the river Eiber and connects canals so that ships can pass between the Rhineland and Berlin with ease. Another impressive feat of German engineering and a marvel of modern waterway. A close-up of Velcro. One of the most popular fastening materials among children's clothes manufacturers. Velcro is loved by parents across the world. But what does it look like up close? Now we know. A reflection of the sky. A submission to the 35 Photo Annual photo competition in 2016 by Mikhailov Andrei sees a reflection of the sky and clouds above a still water and gives the impression of a portal to another world. Falcon 9 CRS-9. John Krause took this long exposure shot of the Falcon 9 CRS-9 launch in 2016, capturing the rocket launching up and through the clouds. A fantastic photo taken around 20 miles from the launch pad. What lies beneath? This part submerged photograph by Rick Dubuisson shows what an iceberg looks underneath the water. The massive chunk of ice easily dwarfs a 3,000-ton ship sitting nearby. Lightning strikes over New York. Mother Nature works her magic again as this photograph captures multiple lightning strikes hitting the same time across the Hudson River in New York. One of the impacts is said to have split a tree clean in half. TOW missile being launched. A US Marine photography competition chose this photo by CPL Jacob Johnson of his team firing a TOW missile from an M41 Sabre weapon system during training in the desert of Kuwait in 2012. That's approximately $59,000 of missile being fired, captured in a single photo. A night at Dead Flame. Ben McCauley submitted this photo to the National Geographic Travel Photographer of the Year contest in 2016. The moon was bright enough to light up the sand dunes but still dark enough to see the stars of Milky Way. Standing proud in the middle of the photo is a camel thorn tree believed to be 900 years old. It's long dead but has been kept from decomposing by the harsh surrounding environment. Well, that's it guys for today. I'll be seeing you in the part 2 of the world's greatest photos which weren't photoshopped, and make sure to drop a like and subscribe, and also don't forget to comment down below that you subscribed, and I will make sure to reply to every comment in the comments section. So yeah, that's it guys for today's. Hope you enjoyed it and see you in the next video.